welcome to Syl Cat Chat. We're here for episode 2. How you doing, Kathy?
We're back. I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing really good. This is Sylvia. I'm here in Virginia, and my sister Kathy's in California, but we decided that we're going to chat every couple weeks and open it up to you guys. So that is our plan. We're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to keep it shorter for you. Those who tuned in last week, we're going to keep it a little shorter this time, and we're sharing a beverage as we did last week. This week we're having water because water. Yes, water is good for you. And yes, this is abnormally large. Still likes water.
I bought one of those. I ordered one. Yay. Amazon.
Yay! See, that's
because
what
you told me about it, and I liked it. Yeah.
Keeps you motivated. See, it tells you you're doing good every couple hours.
And keeps you having to pee all day long.
It does, but think of all the cleaning it's doing for your body. I mean, it's just amazing.
And I have noticed with drinking more water and eating better, it's no joke. They don't lie. Hair is healthier, skin's healthier, no dryness, no patchy areas. You sleep better, so there's nothing bad about drinking water if you get used to it. I used to say I don't drink anything that doesn't have flavor, but I've been converted, so give it a shot.
Yay! Water drinkers over here. So let's jump right in. Kathy's going to get started this week with our review.
Okay, so what we're going to do, folks, today, our agenda is going to be, first we're going to start off, we both love a movie back from 1940, so they made a remake of it, and it's 80 years later, and we watched Rebecca. It's on Netflix, so you can all view it if you wish to view it. So we're going to review that first, and then after that, we're going to segue into a segment that we're going to do every time we spend time with you, and you come to view us. We are going to have a segment called Fab or Flop. And we're going to give our feedback on at least one product each, and it's going to be something new that we wear, something new that's a new cosmetic, it could be a new fragrance, it could be anything.
Food?
New item of clothing, new food, new beverage. Okay, and then our third segment, we're going to lead off with a little advice corner from Sylvia, my sister, who gives the greatest advice, as I said previously. So let's get started. Siv, you tell me what you thought of Rebecca. The remake.
So yeah, I actually caught it. I saw it on Netflix come up on the what's new, and I was like, oh, I love Rebecca, because Kathy and I both grew up watching Rebecca because our mom was a fan of the original, as Kathy said, in 1940 with Laurence Olivier.
And I'm a fan of Laurence Olivier.
Yes. If you don't know Laurence Olivier, because some of us younger folks, younger than us, don't even know who that is. He is like, oh my gosh, amazing from the 40s. So just do catch something with Laurence Olivier. And it had Joan Fontaine, who is just a lovely actress, wonderful actress. And I love that. So I said, ooh, new version. It's 80 years later. I can't believe it's been 80 years. Anyway, so it's time, you can do a remake. But I wasn't a fan. I didn't hate it. It wasn't something that I'm like, oh, that was trash. But it just didn't improve on it in any way. The actors were not as captivating, in my opinion. Certainly the male lead, but that was my opinion. So I hit Kathy up and I said, hey, I watched this week. Check it out so we can talk about it. So what'd you think?
Well, I was glad you reminded me that it came out, because I posted it to my Facebook timeline. Mom, we're going to watch this when it comes out. And I was anxious for it. And then when you told me it was on, I was excited. I changed what we were planning on doing this mommy-daughter day, because we get together every Saturday, to let's just get food and watch this movie. So that's what we did. And I, too, was disappointed for multiple reasons. It is hard to compete against an Alfred Hitchcock film. Let's just say that. So it was like doing Gone with the Wind Over. It's hard to do and should never be done. So maybe they just shouldn't have touched this flick. But True. It is such a good story, and it carries from years and different times, so it really, I could see why they remade it, but it was just, the cinematography alone was just not as dramatic. I mean, Alfred Hitchcock had a way with filming something. To me, first, if you haven't seen the movie, it's a story of a young woman, a little Mousie, who ends up marrying a widower who... she believes she's kind of competing with his previous wife that died under mysterious circumstances. And, it's an eerie type of black and white film, like Sylvia said, from 1940. And when she comes into live in this, fantastic mansion, in the original film, it's black and white, and they're driving towards his castle Mandalay, and light opens in between the trees, and the trees part, and you see this big grand castle. They totally missed that. There was no dramatic. The actress who played Danvers, who is supposed to be the lady who runs the house, the new actress, Kristen Scott Thomas, I think her name is. I've seen her in other flicks. She's a great actress, and I gotta say she was the best part of this film. But it was disappointing because she was not nearly as creepy as the original lady who played her. And the acting, I felt both the actor and actress were kind of average, average looking. Whereas in the first one, Rebecca's supposed to be kind of mousy and plain Jane, and this girl was way too pretty. I mean, she played Cinderella, for Christ's sake. She was way too pretty to play this character. And the man was just not dashing enough, simply just doesn't have that regal presence that Laurence Olivier had. So I was disappointed. They even changed some things in the film I wasn't a fan of, I don't want to spoil the ending for you, but it just, the original ending was way better for me. So it's a thumbs down for me. And would I rewatch it? No. Would I buy it? No. Would I suggest you see it? Not really. I'd suggest you go back, and if you're okay with black and white movies, really give it a shot. It catches your interest within the first 5 or 10 minutes of the film anyway, in the original. I would go rent the 1940 Rebecca, starring Laurence Olivier and Joan Fontaine. That's what I think. And just on a side note, my mom felt the same way, so that's 3 no's. So.
All right, so that's a no from all of the Rios Chipman ladies here. But let's talk about our fab or flop finds this week, because we have some good ones. Well, Kathy has the good one, so let's go with you first.
You got one good one. Okay, well, I'm gonna talk about a product that I got and at the Dollar Tree, and I'm not lying. I buy them by the bulk, and I've turned my sister onto it, and she uses it too. And it's not that I'm cheap, people. I'm really not, because I've tried the Anastasia. I've used it for many times before I found this gem. And I've also tried Kat Von D's light and dark set. And I'm not saying those aren't good. They're good. They're just $30. And this is $1. And so
$1.
$1 at the Dollar Tree. It's called LA Colors Contour. And I wear medium, but I also can wear the other color they have, tan, when they're out of medium. So it's runs a full scheme. They have a very dark one for colored women, and they have a very light one for fair skin. So I recommend, if you have a Dollar Tree near you and you just want to save a little money on makeup, LA Colors Contour. Fab or flop? I'd say fab. A definite must for you to save some money.
And I'm wearing it right now because Kathy bought it for me. And I like it. I'm not a big makeup wearer, but I mean, for $1, and it actually does the job. So, so yeah, it is awesome, and we do both recommend it. So, because Kathy found this fabulous item for $1, I was like, well, can you do that with all makeup? Because I have this L'Oreal Voluminous Superstar mascara that cost me between $10 and $12 because it's got the primer and the color in one, which I love. But I was like, well, am I paying for nothing? Should I try the cheap version? So I went to Walmart and got Wet n Wild. Yeah, I said Wet n Wild, the stuff we used when we were
lipstick
in high school, right? So
in the 7th grade.
yes, right, big time. Wet n Wild was like a 90s classic. So anyways, they're still around, and they have this full healthy lashes mega wear. 98 cents. And I was like,
wow.
98 cents. Absolute trash. Don't buy this. I can't stress that enough. Don't buy this for your daughter's first mascara. Don't buy it when you ran out and you need some in an emergency. Don't buy it ever.
What didn't you like about it? Did it flake? Was it hard to get off? Did it just not even make them long and lush?
Yes.
It did nothing.
It's very dry. It's like there's no liquid going onto your lashes, and certainly nothing to build off of. It's literally, I don't know what they put in here, but it's garbage.
Flop, big flop.
Trash. Don't buy it. Don't buy
And
it
I
ever.
will tell you, there are little finds and gems at the Dollar Tree, but I already told my sister after she told me about her mascara fiasco that I don't buy eyeshadows from there because I have thinking, I found this, let me try LA Colors eyeshadow. It's even the same brand. And folks, I gotta say, I didn't like it. Crease, it didn't build pigment. You won't like it. So stay away from that. So, but when we find something that truly is beneficial to you, you know I'm gonna tell you about it. I'm just now gonna say 1 or 2 products we'll review, but if you guys end up loving and liking that you want us to tell you how to save money, I mean, I buy so much stuff for real, guys. I got so much stuff. I got stuff to show you next week and the week after that are awesome products. And I can tell you where to buy them and how to get them. And if you guys have a gem that you picked up at the dollar store that you want to share with us,
Please
put it in the comments because we all like to save money. Bottom line.
Yes. And I'll keep trying, friends. I'll keep trying for you because, it's only $1. So, I mean, I'll try something else, but that's garbage. So anyways, let's go ahead and jump into our advice segment. Is there anything that you heard this week from anybody or, that you're interested in getting two girls take on it? We would love for you to share your questions. You're welcome to do that. We would love to address those. In the meantime, Kathy said she has one this week, so we can go with that.
Well, I got a question this week about how do you tell someone very nicely when you start dating, when you re-enter the dating scene, how do you tell them politely that they have fallen into the friend zone? You did give it a shot. You were down to get to know this individual. They piqued your interest enough to get you to say yes to a date, but you ain't feeling it, but you do want to remain friends. And I know it's a brush off. I want you to tell me, and please, community, tell me the nice way to tell somebody that they've accidentally or have transitioned from potential suitor to friend zone.
Wow, that is a common question, I think. I think a lot of people, I think this has been an age-old problem since you were 14 to 50. It affects all of us ladies. There is someone who's a great friend. Like, you love talking to them. They're a great movie buddy. They're funny. It's just not going to happen. There's just no chemistry. It's just not, they are not a potential suitor. So, my advice is just to always be honest. Just be honest, in the nicest possible way. And that's the trick. That's the balance, is how do I let someone down easily? But I think we all know that there's no good way. Like that's not going to, no one's going to get all warm and fuzzy when you tell them that they've wandered into the friend zone. And they don't like to hear that any more than we would like to hear it, but we need to hear it. Just so that we don't keep holding out hope thinking that, oh, well, they haven't spent enough time with me, or surely her feelings can change. I'm in there for the long game, No, just be direct and honest and just let them know you enjoy their company. You appreciate their friendship. But that you need to make your intentions clear, and let them know that you're doing that for their sake. Like, you really don't want to string them along. You don't want to hurt them. So I'm telling you this because I respect and care for you. But we're going to be friends.
So give me an example. We got about a couple minutes left for you to tell me, what does that conversation sound like? Because I need to know. Tell me because I may need to use this.
Okay, so are you my friend?
Yes, I'm the suitor. I'm the one who's been liking you and even been trying to hold your hand and get a hug here and asking if they can stay over. I mean, and know that you like no. So tell me what you would tell me the next time the person says, "Oh, can I get a kiss?"
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. So man, I just want to be super honest and transparent with you because I respect you. I feel like you've been nothing but a good friend, but I definitely need to put up some boundaries and be clear with my intentions. And my intentions are not to date you. I love that we can go, watch a movie, go for a walk. I love a good running buddy. But this between you and me, it's really not going to happen. And so I just need to be very clear about that so that you don't think I'm leading you on in any way. But But I hope this doesn't end our friendship because I enjoy you. But you do need to understand that that's not a possibility. This isn't going to grow into something.
It's cool. I understand. I do. I understand. That's cool. I appreciate you being honest with me. Man, that's messed up, though, because I was feeling you. I was feeling you, man. But, man, I've fallen into that friend zone. Tell me I haven't fallen into that friend zone.
Sucks. Don't say it like that. Friends are amazing. Like, all of us need good friends in our life. To be perfectly honest, if we're all being honest, some of our friendships last far longer than our relationships. Think about it. There's friends that you've been friends with for 20 plus years. They're still in your life. And then there's relationships that come and gone. So there is nothing wrong with a good, tried and true friend. So
I'm gonna try that. I like the verbiage. I'm gonna steal some of them lines. But yeah, folks. So if you have any advice or questions, comments, movies you'd like us to see and review, because we'll take your suggestion too. We'll watch your movie. We'll tell you what we think. I listen to new artists all the time. I listen to Spotify specifically for that, to find new artists and new music. If you got a great deal on a product, please share it. But me and Sylvia, we're going to continue to talk because we can talk for hours, but we're going to keep it short for you guys.
Yes.
So you're going to miss out on some of the fun. But we thank you for tuning in to Syl Cat. Hope we kept it nice and short for you. Talked about a few things you can check out. And we love having you. Syl Cat Chat, we going to be back. Drop a like, subscribe, hit that like button, share it with a friend. And come back and see us again. Bye.
Bye.